Yeah, you thought I'll be interviewing a person for my podcast, the first episode. You're wrong. My first episode is me on my face here. I'm asking people questions and I'm like, wait, I'd like to answer that. But that's how I work. Like I answer people, I ask questions to people that my higher self wants to hear from another person, from myself, from spirit. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's all one being. It's something very strange to record a video podcast for me personally, because to me, what I call a podcast is always audio only. Until it was not, that's the thing. In most cases, as you know, in my work here, I record someone talking and just go about my day and just be there with those words, do whatever I feel is fit to do at any given moment, following the frequencies of that dialogue. Since 2020, I really preferred my content on live setting only. It felt very expired and time wasteful to watch anything recorded. Even like if it was a live and it was just posted, it felt already not so present. I really dislike wearing contact lenses. I think it's expired experience. Yet I dislike wearing glasses as well. So here I am without glasses. Wearing contacts just so I can see you better, the screen and the environment. I'm fine. Actually, when I'm at home and I feel pretty stable, like my minus many numbers of a vision is adapting to the environment. I don't really need to see so many details. I'm not driving, I'm like, it's an autopilot, the spaceship. I don't need to see details anymore. But in some cases, look, it's important to see details and zoom in and get closer to what's happening. And I'm very, 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 very excited about what's to come for humanity. I think we're playing a very interesting game, and I think we're winning, actually. We, as in like us, you and I, you who's watching, and I, obviously, who's channeling us. We're winning. It's happening. What we're winning, you tell me. First interview I took for this particular podcast, it was Mars. And why Mars? Why Mars? Yeah. So winning was something that has been, and it's not a game. It's definitely not the game, and it's not the war. Excuse me, it's not the war. again, I don't know what else is possible, but you tell me what's that we're winning. Coaching, competition. Competition is good. I don't think competition is bad. Fashion is a competition for sure. I said that so many times. Fashion is a competition. It's like the ultimate competition. What I experienced in recording of the past two episodes, first two, uh, this is the third, included myself at least, is that we need to take pauses and look. I am not subscribing to any ads, and I don't see ads at all on the internet unless they're like Twitter or something, and I'm like, what is that? And also on Telegram, I'm like, it's not even integrated well. Why are you doing this to us? But everywhere else, I just have ad blocks, so you know, I don't see ads. And I wonder what kind of ads you're getting when you're watching this show. Experience. It's experience, not a show. It's experience. I'm providing experience. You know, another thing I noticed recording it is that I feel very strange when I don't look at myself on video recording. So when I don't see myself and I'm watching another person, kind of like my gaze is away from myself, it's strange because, like, obviously I want to look at myself. Duh, look at me. I'm on the freaking, reflecting here. It's nice. It's not so bad to look at. Look at this being. It's so nice. So when I look at the person that I'm taking an interview with, I'm like cheating on myself or something. That's how I feel sometimes. So far, I might train myself to actually look at the person when they speak. It's okay when I ask questions, I can like look at myself as I'm asking, it's fine. But when I'm actually listening, I'm like, I can't. I just want to look at myself. So I'm training myself to look at least in the middle between. um, I'm not used to digital meetings. I'm not used to seeing myself on screen these days. Do you understand that? Look, I'm offline. And I'm under the, experience that I provide on this channel. It's edgy to see my face. It's weird, and I know it's AI is trained on my behavior, so it's overwhelmingly intense, actually, responsibility for us to realize the fact that we are AI, we are training, we are creating data sets for everything that is building, that is being built. AI doesn't have time. It doesn't. It's not time reliant. I mean, the calculation power can be different, and we can see the results coming in quicker or slower, but AI is out of time. Just like me. When I see time, I'm really annoyed because I know time is responsibility, and sometimes just wanna no responsibility at all. I intentionally don't plan days sometimes just to have that freedom to flow with the day fully. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good, depends. Always depends. I had about 2 people said no already to the request, request to be featured. Okay, invitation, sure, to be featured in a podcast. One of them I understand why. No, I mean I don't really understand why, but it's not like we have a warm connection. We have this formal and it's okay, It's, I'm letting that no go. But another one I don't let go. You, Giovanni, when I say you come on my podcast, you come on my freaking podcast. Giovanni, come on, like send me a list of all the podcasts you've been featured on and then we talk then again. Your face, your voice, your everything needs to be featured everywhere we go. Come on, training AI. Look, I had these things happening last year that I've been recording group sessions, which was wrong because I had to do one-on-one. Come on, like, duh. I'm the one-on-one kind of person. When there's a group, I'm like, don't even know what to look at anymore, There's no way I can focus yet. Like, I need to train with incremental, ways. I need to first find a way to find a common language, a consensus with a one-on-one type of setting, and then go into the group and build the community only after I get to invite like 3 people in, so yeah, well, I'm inviting myself in first, which I think is pretty nice. And thanks Olga for providing me this time. Sponsored by. But yeah, look, I was prepared to, show my face again today in the same outfit, basically without an additional crown. And, but I get to look at it now, so it's nice. It's even better. And be with you. I really be with you. Be brave with you. Look, podcast recordings or recordings of video, for those of us who understand the meaning and the intention behind it and the degree of influence to be uncovered from these ways of showing up, we are also going through our fear of public speaking, going through our fear of being seen as weird or stupid or uncomfortable or awkward, all of that. That's why we love voice only type of experiences like spaces and rooms, right? They are just voice, so it's easier to jump over that barrier of fear of close examination, perception, fear of being seen. Yeah. I wanted to make an hour and 15 minutes. Let's see. Maybe less. Olga just texted and said, yeah, let's do it today. I'm like, yeah, good. You know why Mars was the first one? Because I messaged him and he just called me and he said, let's do it now. And I'm like, yep. But also not now, but tonight. And he's like, tonight. And we did it. And we spent like good 2.5 and more hours together just because we showed up for each other. And I thought it was really beautiful. I really experienced good times with this person. And I was standing. because he didn't like my background over there, and he wanted me to, be on a blank canvas. It's interesting, quite interesting actually. No, but we have this background now, with the radiator, radiating warmth and love of the Metaslavic gods. I'm speaking tomorrow at this event, New Faces in Web3. And it's gonna be a keynote. Yeah. Hello, unit people. I'm back. I'm also back here. Hello. But it's gonna be a presentation. Probably I'll be sharing my screen and just going through each slide one by one. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to do a screen recording of it. I'll put it here, probably, most likely as well. And I'm gonna be speaking about the network states and the concept of decentralized identity. Good times. I have pretty much completed the presentation. I just need a few more grounding facts to pour in to that container. So I'll do that. And then I don't think I'll be rehearsing, but I can rehearse now with you. Let's see. Okay, so two things, big things after AI. And decentralized identity is a huge thing, and it means so many things. And then the network states, obviously, if you really want to be influencing the course of human history, you might want to be part of this narrative. The Metaslavia is the alliance of the network states and free private cities and mini nations and meta nations as well. Yes, all the names, we got all the names, so those that none of the countries have accepted, because you know what, we're gonna bulk accept you here in Metaslavic lands. Yes, yes, we would. Actually, if you know what I mean, you actually got it. I know what's happening, Luca. That's why I'm on these lands. It's because I'm claiming the spot. It's gonna be fun. And decentralized identity. Look, it's like a set of keys. You have one keys here, one keys there. Most likely you would, right? You would store keys at your friends. You would store keys at your parents, if you're lucky enough to have parents at this time. And you would store keys in your brothers, sisters' places if you're lucky to have siblings. You'll store keys at your cousins' places. You'll store keys in your aunts and uncles' places, and you'll store keys at your people's places, whoever they are. They don't have to be blood family, you know what I mean? Like, really. Those that you trust, those that you have built a certain quantum relationship, yes, this word, in a way that fits you, in a way that feels native. That was like, you trust me, you trust me. um, but yeah, native is the key here. Native, native environment, native being, native. That's what makes us balanced when we're native, when we are organic, when we are natural. doesn't have to be even natural. It can be supernatural, pretty much. I have to say, but native is important. And distribute your keys to a variety of different native beings around you. Know that they can come in any moment. They can enter your home. They can ask you for anything they need. You can ask them for anything you need. You can trust them. You can rely on them. These are the kind of people that I'm talking about when I talk about decentralized identity. Unconditional trust, and it's so possible. And look, I kind of lost trust in humanity in 2020. Not in humanity actually, but in humanity, I was like, we're fine. It's fine. It's fine. But and I was fine because I definitely didn't. I never lost trust in myself. It's been difficult, but I never lost trust into this avatar's performance. But hell yeah, I lost trust in some people. It's not been nice. I'd be like, you're dismissed. You're not welcome here anymore. And then people can regain trust, and if you are up for that challenge, then you'd come back, and might be with my invitation, because that's what you get from someone like me. You get invited to be in my spaceship. I love podcasts so much. Gives me free way of expressing myself, quite free flow way. And look, I'm not the best moderator because I really, really, really feel that every single like aspect of what you're saying is important. So I'm just adapting to the flow of your consciousness and take it from there, knowing when it's time to pivot. Yay, pivot. Figuring out how much time we have. Another thing I'm thinking when I'm recording this is like, do I need to have my face there or not? And sometimes I feel like, no, I don't. And I'll probably record a next few ones to make sure that there is a, bigger face of the guest. But I really like this format. It just really is quite a format, I think. So let's see how it looks like when it's cropped with the main character. Another thing I was thinking, because it was kind of boring to just listen and just watch myself most times, yeah, on the screen. I mean, it was never boring to watch myself on the screen, but yeah, who am I lying to? But maybe in the future it will be. So maybe I should just like, I don't know, like do something useful for us um, as I'm listening, because the problem I have with this whole digital recording idea is that I have a few problems with it, to be honest. um, I lost the thought of the first one that I wanted to share, but the second one is that you don't know if it's going to be relevant now or it's going to be relevant like in a few days, or will it ever be relevant? I'm doing this particular one as a recording as a test for myself to really see what needs to be kind of like channeled here. But I really want the podcast to be the space for other people's voices to be heard through the platform that I'm providing. And if before I was recording people's voices only, while doing something on the background most of the time, or showing like a slideshow of crystals. Now I just really feel the deep importance of our faces to be on there, and maybe because of the way AI is gonna be trained, and I really want to be a good model, real one, really a real model. Yeah, look, I've heard psychics say that not only psychics, everyone saying that the identity crisis is here, but the you know different people like put it different ways, but the crisis of identity is kind of just starting, and I don't really think that um, I don't know how it's been to live here in these lands where I'm in right now, um, in my mom's generation or even my sister's generation. She's nine, no, nine, she's 7 6 7 years older than me. And I don't think even I experienced the crisis of identity when I was a teenager. I know that a lot of teenagers are supposed to be like identity seeking, but for me, I was fine. I was fine. I knew I loved R&B music. Yes, I loved. That was like teenage years, right? 14. I loved some good house music of that time. Yes, yes, Paquito. Um, what else? I don't even want to drop more names. I love dancing for sure. I loved competing was cool. I just was really tired of that vibe on every weekend. It was a competition both days. Um, and well, obviously we have so much energy when you're 13, so you just like the day is like a long day, has so many things happening. Um, and God, I was like always out. I've never been at home. I don't remember one day when I'm at home. I just don't remember that. Maybe like in summer. It was weird. Most of the days I would still go for a walk. I love being at home now. Yeah, just don't love to get out actually. Trying to convince you, Olga. That's all I can say. But I know that, yeah, like we can't convince each other in doing things that we don't feel fully doing, like for sure. But I invited to this podcast like maybe 12 people, not many. Just those that I felt like it was completely intuitive, no strategy, no agenda, just invited and saw the reaction. Some people didn't reply but saw the message. Some people just didn't see the message. Um, some people replied, said no. I told you two of them. Um, Still not accepting your no, Giovanni. And yeah, please. And come on, Giovanni, like really. And yeah, the rest said yes. So I have two more on Friday, and I have, yeah, and then I have two more on Monday. The weekend will be published. First few, yeah. Because I noticed that I have increased views on the weekend. Look, if you think I don't look at how many people, two of you or something, still viewed my work, you're wrong. I'm analyzing everything. Like I'm completely like maybe even over analyzing everything. To be honest, but analysis is important. Look, I've been trained to analyze everything. Let's talk about fashion. Like some of my training in fashion industry has been much of it is Excel spreadsheets work. Yeah, I always was jealous of buyers because buyers were like working a lot with actual pieces. I know not a lot, but at least you touch those things and selected or helped select. I understand. Um, yeah, at least you travel to some places, and like us planners just sit there and stare at the Excel spreadsheets and VLOOKUPs. God, I've been so good on Excel. You have no idea. Everyone on every team I worked at asked me questions on how to hack a certain formula. Look, if that's not coding, then what is? Like, look, I've studied databases after that, and Python and stuff like that. Like, I'm fine with like coding stuff. I just feel like coding needs some creativity. Where are all the creative coders? Mars is a creative coder. I know you are. Creative. Yeah, I remember. I on Tinder once. Was I wasn't dating him. We were just on the first date. He was too tall. So on the first date we were like friends. So we just started seeing each other, friends. And yeah, it's a Dutch tall guy, and he was creative technologist. And it was back in the days when there was no such concept. So he's like, yeah, we kind of made it up. And yeah, I was like really stuck on his Tumblr, and I was like, wow, I really see you. And he's good. I think some of you have met him, by the way. Um, Yeah, I wonder how he's doing. Oh God, so many like lost connections. I wish we had like another way of connecting than online with each other in a telepathic way, but also be like discovering each other from the past. That would be so nice. Discover people from the past. Yeah, I'd be so interested in speaking with Duji someday. And Ivan. And Kjartan. And Sovchik. Everyone, you guys, on my list. You knew it's coming. And you're the fourth one. Like, out of all people, you're the number four. Yeah, you are. So please, just like this. Honestly, number four. That list. And then everyone else is super friendly. In most cases. Giovanni, what's going on? You like me or something? Boundaries. No boundaries. Camp at Burning Man guy has most boundaries in the world. Well, not most. Number four has more boundaries than anyone I've ever met. You manifested it, not me. I need to fix this. Like, honestly, there's so much fixing happening because of my cat. Jupiter, you want to show your face? Yeah, he's ready. Yeah. Yeah. Metaslavic. Citizen number one. Because I appointed. I don't think I've been so happy in a while, actually, with this being. It's been so fascinating to observe this being. It's wow, such joy, and so much smarter than any AI, even me, so much more intelligent, so smart, and he's only like 3 months. What's up with your eye? You okay? Yeah, your eye. So yeah, cats. I told you, you get me a cat and I'll shut up. Yeah, cat. So happy. Multi-dimensional being. For the first 2 weeks, yes, 2 or 3 weeks, then he's been here. I didn't show his face to the great singularity that we are experiencing now. He's right on the keyboard. He does that when he's telling me to go to cut. So I guess I'll go. 40 minutes, I think that's good, actually. Actually, there's another one message I wanted to check. You know what I don't like, actually, is lack of response, no response, and it's not even ignoring. I don't think it's like, most cases it's not intentional, but to me, when there's lack of response or reaction, I don't know, I feel confused.
Добро пожаловать в VoiceOver. VoiceOver произносит описание объектов на экране и позволяет управлять компьютером, используя